ICJ condemns the Indian government's decision of revocating the autonomy and special status of Jammu and Kashmir. Indian government has pushed through these changes in contravention of domestic and international standards. The organization also quoted the UN High Commission's reports that recommended the Indian government to fully respect the right of self-determination of Kashmiris. The ICJ directed the Indian government to implement in full the UN High Commissioner's recommendations. ICJ's statement further pointed out that the lack of consultation with the people of Kashmir is all more troubling. The International Commission of Jurists condemns the Indian government's decision of revocating the autonomy and special status of Jammu and Kashmir. The Commission says that the government's decision violates the rights of representation and participation guaranteed to the people of Jammu and Kashmir under the Indian Constitution and in international law, as well as calling it a blow to the rule of law and human rights in the state and in India. The Indian government has pushed through these changes in contravention of domestic and international standards with respect to the rights of people in Jammu and Kashmir to participate and be adequately represented, accompanied by draconian new restrictions on freedoms of expression, assembly, travel, and with an influx of thousands of unaccountable security personnel. International Commission of Jurists quoted Sam Zarifai, the Secretary General of ICJ, as saying. The organization also quoted the UN High Commission's reports that recommended the Indian government to fully respect the right of self-determination of the people of Kashmir is protected by jus gentium. The ICJ directed the Indian government to implement in full the UN High Commissioner's recommendations to protect both the right of self-determination as well as the human rights of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. The legality of the Indian government's measures to eviscerate Article 370 will certainly be tested before the Indian judiciary, which should look closely at the serious violations of proper legislative and constitutional processes, the statement added. Zarifai also said that all eyes are now on the Indian Supreme Court to perform its duty in defense of the rights of people of Jammu and Kashmir in the state constitution. The revocation of the special status of Jammu and Kashmir without agreement from the state government is in contradiction to the spirit of Article 370 as the said constitutional provision envisioned the will of the people should be taken into account before making any decision regarding state's special status and autonomy. ICJ's statement further pointed out that the lack of consultation with the people of Kashmir is all more troubling because the changes done by the Indian government will dramatically affect Kashmir's status as the country's only Muslim majority state and will also materially affect the special rights of the citizens of state to own and hold land and seek education and employment. Do you think that the Indian government will revert its unilateral and unconstitutional decision regarding the fate of Kashmiri people? Let us know in the comment section.